And we're back. We have another episode of The Pay here, the Pokemon Dungeon Crawl. Very fun game if you haven't tried it. And I have been so well behaved for 2 episodes, he's going to kill my run. Yeah, we're going to try a little speed up. This is absolutely atrocious. Alright. If I set fast forward speed 2 times. Oh, this isn't that bad. We Dragon Ball Steel and we just put it in water. No reason to switch out when the Pokemon we have on the field can take care of it. Okay, a Percy misses. Seems to be a thing in this game. Alright, we take the bottom lead. You know, I could just turn the battle speed up. I could do that. I probably should do that. I'll do what we did before. Terra Psychic though, so you're still weak to this Dark Bolt, so get out of here. All you really did is take away stab for yourself on my Hydreigon. Alright, let's try that. Turn off fast forward, let's go to options. Set battle speed to 3 times, see how that works? The problem is, it's not even the battle speed that bothers me, it's how slow it is getting into battles. Alright, so we do that, and we Mega Evolve and Crunch, I guess. I don't think Cradily lives this Iron Head anyway. Definitely not physically. Poison Point Relicanth. Honestly, not bad. Set a Headbutt, and then Crunch again, I guess. I could go for Relicanth with Nebby because I can't be poisoned. The last thing I wanted was to accidentally or to leave Gurdurr on the field with my Tyranitar, so... Alright, we do take out both of your Pokemon. I think you have 1 left now? Or am I mistaken and you still have 2? You just have 1. Alright, we are already out of PP for a second, which is not good. Definitely invest in some PP maxes. Well, we are level 60, which is very cool. Alright, Dragon Motion Soul, Transparent Hydreigon. This is part of the game where we play a lot more trainers, so I'm not super surprised that we have a lot less PP to work with, but you know, so many Pokemon. Alright, we have a Magnet, we have a Rocky Helmet, we have a Paralyzed Heal. Go to PP and HP, we should easily have something that I can just use to get some of the headbutts back for basically nothing because we have so many of them. Are you ready? I'm going to destroy you. No, you're not. Man, these trainers are so full of themselves. It's on that I've decided that I'm beating this run. Yep, that's right. This is the actual run. I will prove it, just probably not today. Snasky. Yeah, we did. Crunch. I do wonder at what point should we try making Tyranitar already just to extend speed. Although the hill is already so strong, and it's kind of just skipping on its own anyway. Alright, your turn takes me down to 28 HP. Kind of something ridiculous, but I kind of want to stay on the ground so we have more. Alright, special attack with some Storm Drake, you're done for. Healing items, and we know our lives do healing items, but Obviously, that would be silly. Apparently, this probably took us nothing except water moves in pound. Try attack just because it can. Nebby gains level, that's always fun. Remember try attack again, I guess. Alright, so that is the end of Hydreigon. Oh, I never named Hydreigon. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Hang on, I'll name you right after this battle. Well, you'll probably wish I hadn't. Alright, vibes, let's go for a Revival Herb. And let's go for an Energy Root, that'll work. Then Hydreigon needs a name. This is a female Hydreigon, so obviously the name should be... Hill. Of course. Everybody knows Hill, so everybody knows why that name would fit. Time to battle, I won't hold back. Neither will I. Oh, turn that on. Alright, did we just one-shot the execute? We don't. And you red card me out. Which honestly is just cruel. Alright, Dragon Pulse. Okay, note to self. Everything has to end liquid. Alright. This was a really dumb move on my part. I have no justification for it. My dumb move, perhaps, was staying in though. Alright, now I Flamethrower. Arcanine, switch out into Tyra. Take down to nothing. I go all out with Dragon Dance because it should be faster after one Dragon Dance, and then she'll live anything you do. Apparently, I'm faster anyway. Definitely have to switch out on this one. You don't have Fluffy, so fire type moves don't actually do more damage to you, so I don't know what my point in this was. But man, am I gonna stick to it, I guess. Over Lava Plume and Burn. Well, we do live the Thrash. I was gonna turn all speed up, but what am I kidding? Alright, heal up you away. We're on 453, so we'll heal you guys up. Of course, Percy can have a Revival Herb. I would take for Percy to fall too far behind because it missed out on an entire floor's worth of battles. Alright. On the next fight. Helium Mulligan, Dynamaxes, I don't think it matters, it does not. Again, this is not radical, you are. Alright. Okay, Second Punch does a lot more than I thought it would. Alright, so that does ping you all. Alright, I need to Mega T-Tar. You know, we said last time we saw a Mega Slowpoke, it was Earthquake that we used, but it is also just Weak Crush. Alright, somehow this worked out for me. Alright, I think really need to speed up on for a minute and just turn down the battle speed. I think that'll make it look a little better. Let's crunch you and let's just Mega Evolve Rock Slide. I think Rock Slide takes out both of these Pokemon, no problem, so I don't really think it matters. Unless we miss, of course, then it does matter. Well, yeah, Iron Head you and then Rock Slide. Actually hit this time, and we do just one-shot the Mudkip. Let's go for Sunsteel Strike, and actually switch out into Hill and Pompeii here. feels like the smarter thing to do. Leaf Blade doesn't do much. Tangrowth's attack misses. Let's go for Dark Pulse and Lava Plume. So who these Pokemon do have pretty bad special defense? Yeah. I think Leafeon's generally okay, but... Solgaleo wants to learn Solar Beam. No, thank you. Although I do think it would be funny if Solgaleo, for literally no reason, always one turn Solar used Solar Beam. Like now with John or anything. Well, as though I had Drought out. Alright, we eat that, so that's fine. So down into Percy. Fire Lash. Money Water. Alright, Fire Lash is apparently 100% accurate for our defense drops today. Let's go on Pompeii here. Alright, it does go for a resist, which I wasn't expecting, honestly. I was just kind of hoping to take fighting type move. Cranidos, let's go back out to Percy. Weird being up forward, we actually have to use Pokemon trainers instead of just setting out with the same one. I guess this happens sometimes. We should be done now. We should have a rest floor after this. And we do. $7,000 don't really have enough to buy anything, regardless of what we wanted to buy. So we just move on. Little Girl Swimmer, we just completely demolish a cat with an Iron Head. I am also a cat, so technically this is cat-on-cat violence. Terra Poison. And you throw me out with a red card into a water type on voltage. That is just dirty. Eat it. Okay, no para. Alright, finish you off. Alright, Sunhead Bush. More than enough to finish off Ludicolo. Finish off Ludicolo, there we go. I should try and investigate a hazard setter, but we don't have anything that actually works them right now, so... There's not much we can do about that. We just have to hope there's a good rock setter that works with our team on 4 and 7-5. You have Ludicolo and Lotad. You really like that line, which, to be fair, is objectively correct, because they are great. I don't really want to start using full stores. Let's get that, and then we go over to Status, and we'll just paralyze the old... See? It's okay, that person's missing a little bit of HP. Person doesn't get that much use. Alright, I'm going to turn off speed up for now, because it's starting to give me a headache. Alright, Powdon, I don't want to stand against you. Go on, Percy. Earthquake does so much damage, but watch Money Water, accuracy drop, miss. Bam, everything I said in order. Now I'm going for Aurora Beam, because it is far more accurate than Money Water. And I think the difference between them is only like 15 or something, but Aurora Beam is 100% accurate, whereas Money Water hits about 4 times out of 10. Which, granted, is better than... Alright, Dynamaxing, I see you. I see you. You did Dynamax instead of... Era, so you are still weak to Lava Plume. Did I click Lava Plume instead of Flamethrower? Alright, now we switch out into Hail, who eats us, and then finishes you off next turn. You actually go for Max Overgrowth instead of Dark-type move deck. Whatever Dark-type move you have is special because it did more damage if you drop my special defense. Storage just knock off. It's probably not just knock off. Probably had another one, maybe. I don't know what it would have, though. Alright, straight out to Nebby. Easy KO here. So much damage I take on the switch in. This is only floor 56. Alright, Pompeii levels up. I'm actually extremely grateful for the grassy terrain, so much so that I kinda wish that I had. Alright, Terror Dark. Terror Dark shows. Part of me kinda wants to switch out to something else so we can abuse the grassy terrain, but it's gone now, so never mind. Finish off the shallows, it's not hard. Alright, let's see what we have for this floor. We have energy powder, a light clay, and a max elixir. Very good items, just not particularly for this team, for the light clay. Light clay is a very good item, I'm just not letting experience with this team. Let's go out into Hill and then AQ here. Only we actually had Levitate on Hill. That'd be nice. Terra Psychic. I almost just double crunched here. And I kinda wish I had. Nasty plot, okay. Cockroach, dig a hole. Tyranitar eats dig easily. And I don't actually want to. Oh, you switch out to Lycanroc. I was gonna say, I don't want to actually Earthquake now that I'm going to do serious damage to Hill. Let's just go for a Dark Pulse Rock Slide combination. Which is out into Grand Bowl. On the Rock Slide, which is not your best move. But I guess I can at least respect it. Alright, we Hyper Voice because that should finish off the Grand Bowl and then we Crunch. It gets some damage on Seadra in case it happens to have 30 and it takes up Grand Bowl. Alright, level 60 Hill. Actually show our nasty plot. Alright, what do we have here? We have Lycanroc and the Hypno come back. So we go for Dark Pulse and Crunch. Lycanroc is faster and does unfortunately manage to knock out Hill. But we managed to knock that out, so we just send out Solgaleo. Alright. I am faster, so I do just take you out. There's still two more trainers on this route. Oh my god. We're only on for what? 56. You know, I was briefly thinking earlier if there's a chance that we either win or lose this last episode of this run. That's not true. Like, at all. Alright, now that we've used 150 items worth of healing, let's fight the next two guys. I can't lose to me. Give me your best shot! Hit me with your best shot, Dano. Hit me with your best shot. Alright, Sunsteel Strike. Just this one-shot version. I asked you before, it doesn't have. Brings out the Gulpin, switches out into Xatu. Could have just gone out into Xatu and had a turn. Assuming Crunch didn't OHKO. Why are you... Does that mean I one-shot the rest of your team and you really just don't know what to do? I mean, obviously, I one-shot Ninetales, level 9 with Solgaleo. That much is obvious. Switches out Gulpin to Porygon's Edge. Just click Iron all those, and Headbutt also would have been fine here. Let's go Crunch just to save PP. Here's the Gulpin, you desperately trying to save. You tear at it. That's just Terra Poison, though. It's got Sturdy. So your only chance of stopping my Solgaleo is this thing. You didn't even keep it in. You were just that desperate to preserve it. I've actually never seen that happen before. What happens when you just one-shot the whole team, so that's actually kind of funny. Yeah, I couldn't decide Pokemon to begin with. Alright, let's take out the Marini. The Marini. Alright, we easily KO Skeeny. Steady? Skeeny? I think Skeeny. Yep, one hit KO. Cutie Fly, this is another easy one hit KO. Oh, Fairy type. Low Pokemon, though. Not Fairy types, low Pokemon. Well, I will stay. So that feels like a Pokemon they would just randomly make Fairy type. Kind of glad it's not, though. Oh, come on, we don't have to play these attack games. There we go. Alright, Kabutops is down. Get our items for this floor. The Energy Root, which is good. Get the X attack, which I don't ever use, in the Flame Orb. So if we happen to have a Guts Pokemon for our last Pokemon, in 20 floors, we are all set. Bidoof is here. I do absolutely love Bidoof, I will admit. I'm not on PP for Ironhead, which is not good. I wish I had figured that out. Flappy, I just clicked on Headbutt. Thunderlands does nothing to me. We have seen a lot of Marie Flappy Ampharos on this run. I'm not complaining about. I do love those guys, but we haven't seen that much of them. You do Dynamax. At first I thought you had Terra, but nope, just Dynamax. Oh wow, that does no damage. Ooh, I know it's got double HP. Oh, wow, that just did no damage. Crits! You know what? I'll take what I can get. Hydron Engine Pidgeotto. I always thought the Hydron Engine meant you couldn't benefit from... Hydron Engine is not a bad thing to have on a Mega, though. I always thought Hydron Engine couldn't benefit from it if you flew, but I've heard people say that you do actually benefit from it, even if you're flying type or not touching the ground, so maybe that's true. Thank you for not restalling me, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna write you a love song, cause you're Terra into Psychic. Dude, you would have taken me out if you just didn't Terra. You do have Sturdy. It's even more baffling, because this was your win con. I don't know, I just think it's weird that the AIs insist on Terra every time, regardless of what type they're going into. Alright, I do need to heal here. Did just pick up an energy root. I will give it to Nebby. And then Popeye can have a fresh water, and I guess that's gonna have to be it. Alpris's max HP was 269. I was gonna get so happy. My Pokemon, I won't lose. Yes, you will. We don't have any moves left on Solgaleo whatsoever. I forgot about that. We haven't seen as many double battles these last few floors, so I have everything for Tyranitar. I don't know why I crunched the Yapper instead of the Gumshoes in hindsight. But I guess it works out. I want Growlithe so bad, I killed my only one. I actually had an Emerald and Imperium run going on my laptop that died. Oh, rest in peace, I really wish that would work. But I had a Kisui and Arcanine, whose abilities were as one, Ice Scales, and something else that was okay, but not broken. And then I just want to call that guy out. I miss you. He was even my starter. He was such a good boy. We can just double crunch you. Alright, let's heal up before we fight this guy. I think 2 energy powders to be honest. We have to preserve our healing. Where did you come from? Yes or no? Had been Continent Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Continent Joe. I absolutely forgot to do the PP thing on Solgaleo again, by the way. Alright, Rockside both slots. We missed one. Ooh, Intimidate. Normally I would just click that headbutt. Be done and worry free, but I don't actually have that option right now. I had a lot of random jumps, but what else to do? Alright, no, I think we should just switch out into Hydreigon and hope for the best. Oh, we still have the It's hiding its focus, and it didn't hit that one. This guy has got a focus band that he hangs on with. Goes for Dig. Does the end Hydreigon? Alright, watch this. We bait the focus punch. Making sure that I hit you. Then we Dragon Dance. We'll get the burb. Do we live with close combat with bird? Oh, we eat. We eat big. Tyro's level 67. We go for a Flamethrower and max side with the outspeed plus 1 Chocobo. Does not. Shogun takes it, but it should put it into Flamethrower range. Isn't really tanking it because Flamethrower is resisted, but you know, whatever. Just crunch and Flamethrower in case you survive. Alright, scraping by. Super Potion, we have a Miracle Seed and a Super Potion. Alright, we have a Shedinja here who revives Pokemon, so we can revive our Hydreigon for free. And just because we have so many of them, going to use an elixir. It should keep you restore all of my moves on you, so we're set there. I got one Team Rocket. Eek, did you touch me? No, why would I touch you? You suck. Nobody likes you. So is this insinuating that one girl on that first route becomes a member of Team Rocket? Oh, let's go for that, and then I'm gonna go Rock Slide. Duskull's now living this. I hate to break it to you this way, Duskull, but you're gone. Might never see a Duskull in a randomizer again with how much overkill that was. Torchic and Tatsugiri. So it looks like the randomizer forgot it hates me for this fight. Fair ground on the Torchic, so you will live this. You didn't live that though, so I could have just crunched it anyway. It flinches. Trace on Nerve. Alright, we just go for the same thing we did before. Alright, we miss on Torchic. Which I think is fine. Which is not fine. Alright, that could have been so much worse. So that'd be Rackman, that was just baby stat deck. An energy herb, we have a revival herb. Energy powder, there should be a healing floor. Don't have enough money to make any big plays, so I want to just keep saving up. Alright, 4 trainers, that is kind of scared. Why did you break a brother? You sound like you're working through something. Do you need me to come back? Let's then headbutt you, and then let's go for the Dragon Dance. I'm kind of really hoping to Dragon Dance save some people. Dynamax on the Meditite, but it does max guard instead of killing me. Pop Bomb to Nebby does nothing. Only 4 hits because you suck and you're pathetic. Yes, Iron Head is also just as effective. Alright, Crunch should just take you out. There we go. Now Iron Head will hit the mouse hold. But should also just take it out. It does live. Doesn't get any more than 4 pop bombs. Because it sucks, and it's pathetic, and nobody will ever like it. Alright, there's no real reason to go for Rock Slide and miss the risk, but we're going to anyway. Does tear into a Bug type. You hit both Pokemon, so field is cleared. Alright, Terra goes level 68, which is cool. 20 seconds, that's fine. It's not like we probably need that. Alright, let's set Headbutt and then Rock Slide. It should completely one-shot the Swoopat. Won't do much to the Domes though, but that's what we're banking on, is that Headbutt for. Nebby level 69, so there's no way this doesn't kill the Domes though. Power the funny number. You eat, and then you 3-slam Tyranitar, but because Tyranitar is so thick, Tyranitar eats. Alright, so I have Dragonite fight Dividends for me buying it. Alright, especially sick. I'll see party post. Ooh. Weakness I was too young to realize I had. Alright, let's go with the Dragon Dance again. It worked out well last time, so let's hope it works out well this time. Ooh, man, I'm tired. I kind of want to call this one early. So I can go to bed. Endeavor does nothing because it didn't hit you. Iron Head for sure one-shots you, and Crunch for sure one-shots you. Dynamax the Comfy. 2 max guards, so I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't pick Rock Slide for you. Sunsteel Strike and then go for Rock Slide. Which defeats the purpose of Sunsteel Strike, I guess. Leeward does have sturdy. There's so many sturdy mods in this randomizer. And I think it's mostly fitting for most of them. Leeward does flinch, though. So we Iron Hand, and then we don't miss the risk just by clicking Crunch. Psychic. Sucker Punch. What did you get? Did you get Iron Hand treatment? Yeah, you must have. Not ideal. Had a 50-50 shot, but you still one shot. Mr. Man has no defense. Play Blitz is fun, but I don't really think I need it. Let's go. Show me your strength. I don't wanna. Yep, a Hex Maniac. Let's make sure the Trapinch goes down in 1 turn, because the Trapinch does have base 100 attack, if you didn't know. Trapinch and Flygon have the same attack. It goes down from Bravo, though, which I always found super interesting. I remember one time when I was big on Shell Smash War Turtle. I was big into playing Leagues for Pokemon. My friend that was in the league and I were messing around with actually make sure that we take out the Eel. Actually, I think the best thing we can do, because you're not going to have Earth Eater, is to hope the +1 Earthquake doesn't take down Hydreigon. But we were really into League, so we were messing around on Showdown. Not for a League fight or anything, but we were in Ubers using completely, wow, a lot of red cards now. Using a completely World Cup team. We had a, what I can remember, I know we had a Glameow and Trapinch, because those were our mascots.
Earthworm misses.
Feebas is here, though. Yeah, let's just redo what we did last turn. We also had a Choice Specs Ghastly. Maybe it was Scarfed Destiny Bonding Ghastly. But anyway, we did get some kills with that Trapinch. We even won a couple battles, and I've told this story before in another video. It's insane, but we did actually win a couple battles with that team. Granted, a good chunk of them were just rage quits after we Destiny bonded their Primal Kyogre or some whatever. I was gonna say Mega Rayquaza, but that's not in Ubers. It wasn't, anyway. Maybe it is now. I don't know how bad Power Creep is. Honestly, knowing Fluttermane, maybe. You lower the special defense of all surrounding Pokemon, but I'm going to take you out before you get a chance to Focus Blast me. Heal grows to level 65, not bad. Let's go for an Iron Head here. You Terra into normal? You do just Terra normal. Which is honestly terrifying. Staraptor is so good. Except for when you do that. I'm no longer terrified. Alright, well, you try, but I'm faster than you, so goodbye, Staraptor. Always pleasure to meet you. I love Staraptor so much. Staraptor is easily the best bird. Of all the, Route 1 birds, Staraptor is easily the best. Talonflame had its big moment in the sun. They nerfed it, and they never nerfed Staraptor, so you know who they agree is the best. They nerfed it not because it was better than Staraptor, but because they wanted Staraptor to be
the best. No, wait. Wait. They didn't nerf it because it was the best. They nerfed it because they acknowledged Staraptor is the best, and the Smogon bird had gotten too arrogant. I was gonna say, was Staraptor even available in X and Y, but it doesn't really matter because that was back in the days where even if Pokemon weren't explicitly available to catch, you were guaranteed the ability to transfer them in. And I think the answer is no. I don't think it's actually in X and Y. I think you do have to transfer it. Yeah, I love Staraptor. I'm gonna use the Staraptor now. I'm not really like looking to get back into competitive. I don't know, maybe. I think seeing random battle series can be a little fun. Terra Poison. It's interesting.
What do you think? Just a little Terra
Poison is fun sometimes, you know? Let's go for Iron Head and let's go for Crunch. Should outspeed Nocta, both of you. I thought it said 88. I thought that said Pompey at 88. I'm like, what is Pompey on where he's 18 levels higher than the Pokemon I'm actually using? No offense to Pompey, I do love you, man. I still love Ruin because it's a special attack. Fortunately for you, basically my whole team is physical. Let's get physical. It's just Rock Slide. I don't remember if I D-danced. Oh, I must have D-danced. Because I wouldn't be faster than that. That'd be a butt. Just quick Dragon Dance again to save the PP for all of Tyranitar's moves. Even though I have a billion offers. It's a Magikarp. I'm not really afraid of it. Fun fact, Magikarp is based at a total of what, 250? One of the lowest in the game. But we love it anyway. Alright, I tried to make this 465 for the end of this episode. Which honestly isn't too far, but there are a lot of Pokemon and a lot of trainers for 4, so I'm not surprised that we're drastically slowing down here.
Let's try to go faster as we do it, shall we?
I can't do it when I'm not in that window. Why are you not in the window that you're using when it's so much bigger? Well, it's because my second monitor doesn't want to work with this PC, and I honestly just didn't think about it. I do love the PC I have, but man, do I wish I had my second one functioning. I got it. It's a mini. I just talked about this, maybe not last episode, but the one before that. But it is a mini monitor, so that I have a tall monitor for my main monitor, so it is a little disorienting to use. But honestly, it's fine. I don't tend to like split work between them, or I have to look back and forth between them a lot. Except for when I'm running D&D, where I have to do exactly that, and it's kind of a pain. But for the most part, I tend to just split the difference between the two. I tend to do one thing, like run OBS on one, and then the game window on the other, which means I don't look between the two of them very often. Just often enough to make sure that everything is running. You're going to do that, and because that irritated me, I'm going to click Sunsteel Strike. Now I'm going to click Iron Head because I think you're going to protect, but you didn't because you're a coward. But you didn't protect because you're a coward. Don't ask how that works, it just does. Electros is here. I'm going to go around Tyranitar. Discharge. No para. I'm going to click Dragon Dance. I'm going to hope for a sweep here. Wild Charge, we eat though. No chance of para on that one. Which is all I was really afraid of. Alright, level 69 Pompey. Already have to switch out. Okay, sweep averted. Good job, man. Headlong Rush. I was not expecting that either.
Let's go on to Pop Bank, the flamethrower.
Close combat, we do eat. Maybe we should have flame charged there, but honestly, I just wanted to take you out.
Ice, ice.
Ooh, turret dark, Sneasel.
Switch me out with a red card, okay. Dragon Pulse, and successfully do it. Alright, let's find the other Pokemon. Let's go on to Percy.
Shout out to Percy Jackson for literally no reason.
Oh, I guess he is a naming inspiration for this Vaporeon, but
It's not like we have any new Percy Jackson news or anything to my knowledge. Though we are getting Season 2 in a couple months, which I am very excited for. I really enjoyed Season 1. So much better than Reese. Not perfect. From what I remember, I don't remember them in too much detail. You switch out to Berserker as a Dragon Dance and front.
Sure, Psychic? I mean, you just are normal. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna switch out and click Earthquake, but honestly unnecessary. Oh, let's go for Crunch again, because Rock Slide will take out both of these Pokemon. I missed the Apom. Higher up, please get your eyes checked. Remember, you were the original Pokemon I was running White Fast on. I just can't do that anymore because I'm running Mega. And granted, Mega is a great choice. I just wish you would open your eyes. What if they put all 100 of Pyranny's speed into, or 100% of its Mega Boost, so all 100 of its stats spread into just into speed? That's kind of a procedural. That's not true, but man was that thing go fast. I could Dragon Dance, but I didn't, so we're gonna roll with that. Alright, Pompico is level 70. Percy is now the funny number, though, so perfectly balanced as all things should be. We go for Zen Headbutt and Rock Slide. You should take both of you out. Alright, you should have one more Pokemon, and it's just a Spinarak. And it doesn't Dark Control me. Honestly, it wouldn't have worked, because we have Tyranitar here this time, but... Alright, 465, as I said, I know it was my goal, just to wrap today's video. I wish I could go on a little longer. Man, am I tired. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time.